Welcome to DP2 Insights. This is the second in a series of 3 videos on the RIMAGE workflow. In this video, we're going to look at the actual work through DP2 as a way to set up how you approach creating the labels and connecting the dots between the data between the RIMAGE and DP2. So to begin my workflow, I'm going to use the select order window, and with my order selected, I'm going to go ahead and export images. From the export images window, there's a couple of things that I want to point out to you that are going to be important in terms of an efficient workflow over time. The first is the setups. I have, as you can see, 3 different setups here. There are a number of different reasons to create setups, but one of the important reasons that you may want to consider having different setups is because the setups will help you define the template, identify a template based on a particular customer or a type of work, and so on. You'll want to go ahead and use that setup in the RIMAGE tab on the Export Images window. Not only do we specify the writer, which is what's going to generate those files for the RIMAGE, but also the template. The template, as you can see here, I have 4 different templates. In this case, this template is called my RIMAGE sample. I want to show you that template because there's a couple of things on there that are important. So as an example, in that sample template, I define the image type. It's a CDR, which is what I happen to have in the RIMAGE that I'm working with. It's also got the label type, and I believe that the editor_FMT is the default and the label type that DP2 can support. And the path to the label, a couple of things to notice, and you can see it if you compare it to the one above it. The path to the label not only tells me what where the label resides on the RIMAGE, but the name of the label, and you'll notice, is a .btw. That's one of the reasons that the template becomes important, is because different templates will point to different labels, which will have data files or data definitions, what table is it coming from, and so on. One of the things I also want to point out here is that the categories, although you have a number of other categories when you're actually creating the template, there are really only 3 that will provide the right data at the right time to the RIMAGE. That's the customer table, general, and the orders table. So when I export my data using a particular template, which is pointing to a specific label, and a particular writer, I can just go ahead and export those images. When I export those images, my render engine needs to be running, as is true with any other export images. Once my render engine generates the images and the data that I need, what I'm going to need to do is open up my RIMAGE orders window. Those images that I'm sending off to the RIMAGE populate this table. The key to this table is that as these orders and images are generated, they now reside and have been generated in DP2, but I need to start the media burning driver. And once I start this driver, you could actually set this when you create the RIMAGE writer. You could set it to auto start. In this case, I want to show it to you. So once I start it, it's going to establish and let me know that my connectivity to the RIMAGE is viable. And then it's going to go ahead and process those jobs to the RIMAGE. That's why this table becomes important, because not only does it show me the progress, the condition, the state, and the status, it's also connecting to the RIMAGE. Once those are complete, then they should automatically be burned or written on your RIMAGE writer. Thank you.